Hello, Derby World. This is Siouxsie from Blood and Thunder magazine, and we're here in beautiful San Diego at Jantastic. I'm with all-star Canadian Terminal City skater, Janna.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to have you here. We want to talk a little bit about, well, first of all, it was really great to see you on the bank track.
It was a lot of fun. The bank track is a lot of fun. I kind of wish we had one in Vancouver.
And I think you have traveled the farthest to come to this tournament today.
Have I? Oh, I win.
You win. You win.
Out of all the skaters in every team?
Well, Siouxsie Pal's been in the United States for quite a while, so she's considered kind of, you know, westernized American U.S. citizen type person.
Yeah, and I did not expect this. I was in Sacramento, and somebody asked me if I loved to skate on the bank track, and I was like, I love skating on the bank track. I knew this from March Radness a couple years back, and showed up here and was expecting, I don't know what I was expecting, but like to see all the different teams that are here and the caliber of skaters, and wow, it's been so much fun. A lot of fun.
And your team skated great.
Team Reject. We do what we want.
Okay, so let's get serious. Let's talk a little bit about Big O from last year.
Yeah.
And your injury, and it wasn't a little injury, it was a rather large injury,
yeah.
And your recovery from that injury bringing you up into World Cup.
It was the game versus Kansas. I'll never forget it. But yeah, it was not just a break. It was a broken fib and a complete dislocation and ligament tear. So from that moment on, we were in Oregon when it happened, and yeah, that happened in May, I believe, and it brings us to the World Cup that was in December. So I pretty much was recovering all the way until the World Cup. I didn't really get much opportunity to skate. However, we are in our off season, so I was very fortunate that the surrounding leagues in British Columbia, NWO from Chilliwack, and we also had the Murder and the Angels. The men's team is the Murder. But all those teams invited me to come and scrimmage and practice with them. That was a really, really big help. So, and then I went to the World Cup.
So tell us a little bit about the methods that you used to help yourself recover in such a quick time, because everyone wants to know. You're bionic, you're magical.
Well, I am magical. I'm a unicorn. My bones are made of no. So I always like to say the first thing is that I try to stay very positive, and I gave myself the goal to be playing at Division I in Sacramento, and that did not happen. And a lot of people have asked me how I handled that. I cried a lot for the first day. I was really angry, but when I broke my ankle, it was really surreal, because as I came down and I looked down at my ankle, the first thing that I thought of was, I'm that girl that broke her ankle. Like, you see people, when you're not injured, you see people break themselves, and you see people have to take time off the track, and you never really understand what that's like until something happens, and that's the first thing that I thought of. So to recover, I went home, was on crutches. You know, it was a really hard recovery because, and I say that out there for anybody that's ever going through this, it's never easy, but if you keep your chin up. But when I broke myself, my surgeon was really busy and told me that she was going to operate, and I was hoping for no ligament damage, because if you just break your bone, it's a lot easier than if you tear some ligaments. And so I had to go through the process of, I went through surgery, and she told me that once they cut me open, they would see if the ligaments were torn, and at that point they would make a second injection to fix my ligaments. So I come out of surgery, I've got a cast on. The cast on is for 2 weeks, and this whole time I don't know if I have torn ligaments, because this doctor is one of the best and she's busy. And when the cast came off, my heart broke, because there it was, the second injection, and I knew that I had a long recovery ahead of me. So, you know, a lot of people told me it's going to be a series of heartbreaks. There's going to be some small things and some big things, and you're going to have some victories and some setbacks. So that was my first setback. I'm used to working out all the time, and I couldn't do that anymore. So I tried to do a lot of upper body push-ups as much as I could, one-legged. I tried to do a lot of crunches. You know, it was one of those things where I decided that I was going to get better, that I was going to get back in. And when you hurt yourself like that, my surgeon actually had to tell me at some point, you're going to have to realize how bad and severe your injury is, because you're comparing it to other players, and yours was, on a scale of 1 to 10, it was like a 9.5, really bad. So it's kind of heartbreaking. And so, long story short, I worked out a lot. I started right away looking up online, like, how to heal ligaments, you know, and it's simple things like eating red peppers. I ate red peppers in every meal. A lot of fatty fishes like salmon. I started eating salmon every night almost. I started taking lysine, vitamin C, iron, every vitamin that you can every day. I still take it religiously. I was taking Purica. Purica is one of my sponsors, and they have a product called Recovery. And if you can find some, get your hands on it. I think all roller derby players should be on it on a regular basis, but it's got all the, you know, I don't know all the ingredients in it, but it's specifically for muscle and bone and everything, especially when we're taking such hard hits. So those are the things that I did, and I was saying as well that I started seeing a doctor who does prolotherapy. And prolotherapy is not something that I'm going to go out and say, go and do it, look into it, but should I go on about prolotherapy? So prolotherapy, my doctor, his name is Dr. Jonathan Berghammer. He's in Vancouver. And when you get prolotherapy done, it's basically injecting the site of injury with a kind of sugar solution. And what it does is it actually injures the ligaments. It creates a re-injury, and it causes blood to rush to that area and heal your ligament and make it 50% stronger every time. The injections are very painful, so don't, make sure that's a decision that you want to make. And I'm trying it out. So I've had my 3rd injection right before I came here. That's what I've been doing. So, it's one of those things where you try everything that you can.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us. I know that the derby community is really wanting to know, because you are an amazing skater. You were gone, and like you said, it was a catastrophic injury, and boom, you're back.
Yeah.
Still have some aches and pains.
I still have some aches and pains. I
want to thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, I forgot.
Amazing.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah.
Amazing.
Blackjack, hashtag Blackjack, you're amazing. Hashtag Blackjack, you're super amazing. Amazing, 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 amazing. And I think now I'm winning. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So Blackjack, I win. And I also want to thank Bont, who's been, Bont's my skate sponsor, and they have been 100% supportive to me, and they've kept in touch with me, and they've asked me how I'm doing, and they sent me these rad neon skates that I can't wait to break in. Debbie is a goddess. Yeah, Bont takes really good care of their skaters. So, and keep an eye out. I'm putting together something with Bont called the Quad Star Comeback Kids, and it's going to be all the quad stars that have gone through an injury, and they're going to be talking about what that's like, how they were feeling, how they recovered. So, if you like what you heard today, look forward to hearing from other skaters like Scald Eagle and any other quad star that's been injured, and we'll be sharing our secrets and our recovery and our aches and pains with the world pretty soon.
Thank you. Amazing. Thank
Amazing.
you.
Thanks. Thanks.
Thank
Amazing.
you.